Excellency Ambassador Mauro Vieira, Minister of State in charge of external relations of Brazil, through whom I warmly welcome the presence of ambassadors, senior officials of the Ministry of External Relations of the Federative Republic of Brazil, Brazilian business executives, excellencies, African ambassadors accredited to Brazil here present, high African dignitaries, and other dignitaries from other regions, business executives. Ladies and gentlemen, Brazilian and African economic operators, as I begin my remarks, allow me also to warmly welcome the initiative of the Brazil African Forum, the 12th edition, which opens today. This platform is an ideal framework for dialogue, exchange, and promotion of a win-win partnership between cousins separated by the Atlantic. In fact, each year, high-level government representatives, development promotion institutions, banking institutions, economic operators, and members of civil society work on the configuration of the Brazil-Africa economic map. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this 12th edition, infrastructure investment for the sustainable development of Brazil and Africa. We could underline that this theme will expose central sub-themes and highlight the major areas for sustainable development between Africa and Brazil. We could also mention here agro-industry, logistic challenges and solutions for production in Brazil and Africa, renewable energy, fundamental pillar for building a sustainable energy future, public-private partnerships, strategic tool for investments in infrastructures, artificial intelligence, promote digital and financial inclusion, prospects and opportunities between Brazil and Africa, including air transport and maritime connectivity, climate change responses from southern countries, sustainable prosperity, strategic governance aimed at stimulating investments in infrastructure in Africa, the role of financial institutions in investment and infrastructure development, the future of mining, global perspectives, and local challenges. In fact, the question of infrastructure remains of central importance in Africa's development strategy. To confirm this, allow me to quote here point 2 of the African Union Agenda 2063, which emphasizes the need for Africa to provide world-class infrastructures which cross Africa and which will improve connectivity through newer and more bold initiatives to connect the continent by rail, road, maritime and air routes, and to establish regional and continental energy pools, as well as information and communication technology, ICT. The African Union is also working to implement Continental Agenda 2063 frameworks for promoting infrastructure development, such as the Program for Infrastructure Development in Africa, PIDA, which provides a common framework to enable stakeholders in Africa to build the necessary infrastructure for more integrated networks in trans-border, energy, ICT, and water in order to boost trade, stimulate growth, and create jobs. In Brazil, as in Africa, investments in sustainable infrastructure constitute solid levers to boost economic growth and significantly reduce social inequalities. The partnership between Brazil and Africa has developed since independence, with the insertion of several Brazilian building and public works enterprises in the development of infrastructures. With the dynamism of South-South cooperation, African countries have almost always supported Brazilian candidatures and initiatives in international bodies. Professor Monte, founder and president of Brazil Africa Institute. His Excellency Mauro Vieira, Minister of State in charge of the external relations of Brazil. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Africa believes even more than ever in its partnership with Brazil. In 2021, trade between Brazil and Africa reached $16 billion and jumped nearly 40% in 2022. Growth was maintained into 2023. However, we believe we can do better. Africa is well aware of the realities that Brazil is experiencing and the importance of the policy of technology transfer, particularly through the Brazilian Cooperation Agency, ABC. However, in the framework of private-private, but especially public-public partnership, it is highly desirable that the National Bank for Economic and Social Development of Brazil, BNDES, consider the arrangement of credit lines for the benefit of major Brazilian economic groups in order to facilitate and guarantee the sustainability of Brazilian investments in Africa. In this, we will be able to see a win-win Brazil-Africa links and cooperation, driven by the formula, which I will add, the 3 Ps, which are profound, privileged, and promising. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Ambassador, for your words. At this moment, I'd like to invite also Professor João Bosco Monte to be here to thank the Ambassador for this moment that we just had.